Hey everybody, I'm Brent Rodina with Unbelievable Relationships in Land, and I'm here today with Cash Myers. Cash, thanks for coming on.
Man, it's a pleasure to be here.
We're here at Doma Arena. I call this Belt Fest because they got the barrel race, the ranch rodeo, and they got your calf roping clinic that they put on. And this has been a great thing for you, and it's close to where your roots are.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I got a lot of history. My family, we grew up here in Kansas, a little town called Weldon, not too far from Garnett. We come through Emporia last night. I remember wrestling there when I was a little bitty kid. So, yeah, it was cool to get to come back here and be part of the roots.
And your dad, I was talking with a guy this morning who's been a big mentor of mine in the real estate world. And I go, hey, do you know who Cash Myers is? Because he used to be in horses growing up too. And he goes, well, I kind of remember Cash, but I remember Butch Myers. I went to a bulldogging clinic down at his house, and you've kind of carried on your dad's legacy. And your family's been super influential in the horse world and the rodeo world.
Yes,
with
sir.
you teaching clinics, your dad teaching clinics.
Yeah.
And then he built that place in Welda.
Yes,
and I've been down there, and I've gone to Sam Gallagher's. He has clinics down there, and I've been to cow horse clinics. So you guys have left a footprint in this area by expanding out even too.
Yeah, no, it's a great honor to get to follow in that tradition. Dad started doing schools about 65 years ago, I think is about where we're at, 60 to 65 years. My brother does steer wrestling schools. I've always done the calf roping schools. This is about year 26 or 7 for me doing calf roping schools. And so Dad, he just kind of had that pressure on us. He was a teacher at heart, a student of the game. And I think that carried over with me and my brother and doing these schools. And it's a way to pay it forward, pass it down. But I get just as much enjoyment out of it, watching students come here and work hard and learn and take some stuff home that they didn't know before. So it's been a really good calling for my family.
And whether they want to become the next world champion like yourself or a 16-time NFR qualifier or just get better and go into the practice pen.
Yeah, rodeo is a long pattern, and there's lots of different avenues that come off of it. And yeah, there is a small select few that get to go to the top, and I'm very honored to be one of those guys. But to see everybody start from one position and go on, and I see a lot, my dad talked to it a lot, that he would have a lot of first-timers, like first generation guys come to a school, and then when their kids grew up, and pretty soon their kids didn't know any different, that they were always raised around this deal. So it's fun to be a part of it.
One of my favorite things is when you're helping people, I say it's like throwing a rock in a pond, and you get those ripple effects.
Sure,
and
yeah.
You guys have been expanding that ripple effect for over 65 years now with your family, and it's just so good to see it.
Yeah.
What's some advice you'd give to either a first timer or somebody just wanting to take up their experience at level?
Well, any part of it is get help. Go find some people that have done it more and be a student. Be a student of the game, whether if you actually get to go to a clinic or you get to be around some guys that are a better level than you as far as that goes. I mean, there's no part of rodeoing or roping or any of that the work ethic and the learning and all that doesn't transfer to something else in your life, Yeah. And so that part is doing that. Schools are a great place. We have been a lot of luck having good schools and getting people through there, but, go get around it, get people that are better than you and try to learn.
Mm-hmm. And you've been able to be on expanding yourself out too lately. And you were on the Ultimate Cowboy Challenge as a guest judge. And what's next for you kind of in life? Like what's some other things you're working towards?
Well, the Hollywood's not called again since then, but that was fun to get to do. I got to do that show for 4 seasons, had a lot of fun doing that. And it was cool to be a part of that and to bring, the Western lifestyle to more of a mainstream public. So it was great to be a part of that. We've got kids and jobs and work and horses, and we got lots going on, but I'll go back and trip steers next year, I think. I try to make the finals again there. I've taken a few years off, and I'm looking forward to go back that. I got kids rodeoing, and we got lots going on. We train some horses, so and luckily get to do some of these schools too.
And your kids, Cooper and Pam will tell me how much your kids are important to you. How, juggling the rodeo lifestyle and the work lifestyle with your family, how have you managed to balance that?
Well, I mean, I think it comes from Dad and my mom coming up to do that. We've done everything that they did, like we roped and rode horses and did that. And my family, the same way, raising my kids. I got my oldest son just graduated, and he went totally different path. He's a Marine.
Thanks for
it's kind of funny, yeah. So it's kind of funny, but all the things he learned from roping and tough and riding horses and going through all the responsibilities, I think really kind of helped transfer him into a different path. But I got 2 other older kids that rope a bunch, and I kind of think rodeo is kind of a sickness for both of them, and then we got a couple little ones that are coming along, so it's fun, but we all do it. That's how we stay close as a family, and we enjoy it.
Well, Cash, thanks for being on here. Make sure to give us a like, share, and a follow. We look forward to catching you on the next one.